And hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Free for All Friday, and we have Val here today. We have Smoking Jeremy, and we have Maniac Tim. There was no reason to pop them out because there's nobody here.
Hey, what's up?
And
it's down week by week, people.
Yeah, everybody needs a rest from this team, guys.
That's for sure.
And judging from the comment section, there's no one here either, so that's all right with me. All right, guys. You know what? How you feeling? 0-8. Everything's kind of, having problems and stuff like that.
We kind of look as crappy as we talked about.
Isn't it over yet?
Well, it's kind of funny because Hawkinson he just say he's like the story's not over yet. We're just now writing the story, or whatever. I'm like, no, story's over, dude. Season's over, dude.
Yeah, season is over, guys. That is kind of the way it is. So,
hey, what's up, Brian Stover?
What's up, Brian? How are you? Yeah, we're commiserating together this week. Check this out, man. This is the Lions Nation United. I was on with Herman Moore last night. It was kind of a pretty cool thing for me. I don't know. I just felt.
I did a salute to service shirt too.
You got a salute to service there, and Tim's got a Lions Nation Unite shirt there. Not night shirt, Lions Nation Unite shirt. So that's
yep. Gotcha.
SJ in the chat. What's up, man? What's up, everybody?
And I'm social distancing myself far, far away from the Lions.
You're trying to get the Bears their next win, right?
Yeah, we'll see after Green Bay gave them COVID. So Hey, right. What's up, King SA? Dan Spanos, LL's in the building too. Woo-hoo!
What's up, LL? Come in if you can. If you want, it's up to you.
If
so
you
guys,
want.
hey, it's up to them. I no control over this. Dan Spanos, what's up, my man? What's up, man? Happy Friday to you as well. So first question, guys. The Detroit Lions are 0-8. Do you see a win this year? And if so, how many wins do you see? We're going to start with Val.
My magic didn't work on the last game. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what dark magic y'all got going on this team, but I tried. But if any, one, possibly, and I think that will be against the Broncos.
Okay.
But other than that, nope.
You see one. All right. What do you think there, Smoking Jeremy?
I agree with the Broncos being our best shot, but even they're playing better than everybody expected them to. If Russell Wilson doesn't return, the Seahawks, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tim, what do you think? Why do I got an echo again?
If it's that, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I was saying that his sound in StreamYard it's trash too.
Yeah, his sound is. He's saying.
I can see only one, and maybe I know Val's not gonna like this, but maybe the Bears on Thanksgiving at home. But it got to be one of those given days, one of those given Sundays. Maybe the Falcons, but I don't know. Every team I see on here is better than the Lions, and that's hard for me to say, but I did get the hope in. Yeah, I went through the process. I went ahead and threw out my blue Kool-Aid. And
good.
I decided,
That changed to something different as well.
Look at this darn team, and if Hawkinson can go ahead and get his teammates to play, maybe we might get one.
I hear you.
Yeah, you might get a surprise one.
Yep.
Wow. I want to address this one here. It says, we need to snag OBJ. Why? Regardless of I'm hearing an echo again. I don't know what's going on, but I'm hearing an echo again. Okay. So, no, we don't need some other. Oh, my God. This echo is terrible. So,
what is going on?
We don't need someone else's trash. We don't need someone else's trash, number one.
Exactly.
They released him. We'll see what he does in waivers. I would never get him trade value. I think that if Cleveland would have wanted to trade him, they wouldn't release him. So I don't think he has any trade value. Anyway, just getting along in the
Gotta
chat.
fill it up. Sorry.
Brian Stover, that looks like beer. It is not. It is not. So they were just talking about OBJ on 97.1 this morning. Yeah, good luck. We don't need him. I'm sorry. We don't.
No, not
He
at
hasn't
all.
been on the field for a season for 3 years. He's damaged goods. He's the best wide receiver that can't stay on the field.
Yeah, and stop it with wanting to go get wide receivers right now. If you could go get the best wide receiver on the market right now, and the guy wouldn't be able to ever be given the ball. So stop.
You guys hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make any difference. I got to everybody in the question, but me, I see one win, and here's my thing. I think the Lions win one game every year that they're not supposed to win. They always do it. They play better to the competition. Like they'll play up to teams that are up, like the LA Rams, and they'll play down to the teams that they feel are not as good. It's a rookie thing. I do believe that happens, and so that's my take on that. We got he's not trash. Yes, he is.
Yeah, yes, he is.
We grab him off the waiver wire with priority, meaning a cap hit. He helps the rest of the season, and he helps us moving forward, or we can trade him next year. Trade him for what? Cleveland couldn't trade him. Why do you think we can? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That's cool, though.
Right.
You have a right to your opinion. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful if I was. I just feel like that's a really dumb move. It's just the way I feel. Watch we beat the Steelers. That's funny. I said we could pick him up cheap and then trade him next year for a draft pick.
This is the last year of his contract.
Cleveland can't trade him. How are we?
Cleveland couldn't trade him. How are we going to trade him?
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. The Browns said they're willing to eat $14 million of OG-based. Why can't I say this name? OBJ's contract this year when they release him, and next year's $15 million is avoidable. The Lions have a first-round pick in waivers, and they could get him for $1 million. So, and okay.
Yeah, so you want to add more,
We only got $3 million in cap here right now, like 4.3 to 3.7, somewhere in that range. With that being said, so you want to eat $1 million of it when we could possibly have more injuries and have to sign somebody again to fill a roster spot, rather than we have enough wide receivers between the practice squad and what we got on the roster to field a team.
And we can't even get them the ball.
Yeah, this makes no sense to me. Okay, let me go to the next question here, guys, and lady of the prowl. I'm sorry. Do you still believe in this regime? I'm going to go to Smoke and Jeremy first on this one.
Absolutely. I mean, look at what they're dealing with. They gutted this roster of the trash of what was here before. They put a bunch of prove-it players, and they're not proving it. That doesn't mean it's a bad coaching staff. It means it's a bad roster.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I really do. I think that's a very good take. Also, what do you think, Maniac Tim?
I think if we get any other deals like we got with Jared Goff deal, I think they got to get the hell out of here now. Other than that, I think they are building well. I mean, you will go ahead, and one of the main reasons we are financially strapped is because we still have part of Stafford's contract, and we had to go ahead and restructure, of course, Goff's contract. So this put us behind. Brand Holmes, what the hell were you thinking when you made that trade? That's what you're paid to do the best thing for the Lions for the future. Other than that, they have, of course, brought a lot of cheap people in here. You got to build, they put us into a position where you got to almost build through the draft. I think going forward, like I say, as long as they don't do an asinine deal like that again, I do believe in the regime. I believe in Campbell. I think he knows what he's doing, how to build it too. So.
I got to reply to this because it's starting to get stupid. If you honestly don't think grabbing whatever the hell his name is,
OBJ.
for 1 million on a prove it deal, I'm not sure how to help you. I'm not sure how to help you. Are you serious? What is he going to do for us? Are we making the playoffs with him? Or what are we doing with him? How is that helping us?
Does he help us
Makes
tackle
no
on
sense.
defense?
No. I'm trying to be
Does
rude
he
here,
get
but
separation
since you say
still?
you want to help,
Occasionally.
sorry. Just you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a dumb idea, and I can't say it any better than that. And I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, that's why we got
The man
Trinity
of
Benson, right?
steel.
This is why we got Trinity Benson, right?
Yeah, that helped.
Right.
Anyway, whatever the hell his name is, I don't want him.
No.
Odell Beckham Jr. I know what his name is. I just for some reason the acronym is screwing me up.
He doesn't bend it like Beckham. Just trust me, okay?
For real.
I'll say so. I coming in on the OBJ hate.
Yeah,
It's not really hate. It's
This guy's like, I
fact.
don't know how to help you.
It's not
Ever
really
since he
hate.
left-
It's just a dumb decision.
It's just
Ever
syndrome
since
of-
he left New York, he has not played a full season,
it's a syndrome.
and he can't make it.
Right.
Okay, I have to respectfully disagree on that, but I think it will be a bad move just because of the cap implications. That's just my thoughts on the OBJ. We don't have the money to pay OBJ, so why bring him into the roster if you don't have the money to pay him? We're already in cap hell right now with all the dead money. Doesn't make any sense. Is it his ability? I think he has great ability as a wide receiver. I think he's being underutilized in Cleveland. But as far as bringing him into Detroit, it doesn't make any sense. Not right now. Not in the process that we're in right now. We're in a real building process. You don't bring a guy like that into the fold. I'm sorry. It just wouldn't be.
Yeah. And I know. And Christian Al was saying he allows your quarterback a chance to show if he's capable of anything. Everyone complaining about Goff not having any options are able to showcase his ability. He's got plenty of opportunities to show his ability, and he fails at every single one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not really. I'm not sold on making wholesale changes right now. It's not nearly needed in Detroit.
And it's not necessarily OBJ, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't want to get any wide receiver at this point. It's just the dumbest decision to get a wide receiver, period.
Yeah,
At this point.
we don't need OBJ. We don't need Deshaun Jackson. We don't need none of those guys. If you pick up anybody, pick up a defensive player, somebody who plays in the back end of the secondary, that's going to help us for the rest of the year. But to me, it doesn't make any really sense to make any type of big wholesale changes right now. We're not in a good place to make those. It's not going to help us make the playoffs or nothing like that. No. So it doesn't make any sense. It just, why mess with the cap issues that we already have? Go ahead, save the money, roll that cap. That's a little bit of cap we have over until next year, and add it to the big chunk of change we're going to get once we get all those players that dead cap money off our books.
Yeah, let's focus on getting our trenches built solid first before we deal with the outside game.
Yeah, it doesn't make it. Man, I'm loving these shirts today. I'm loving the shirts. Shout out to Lions Nation Unite. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking the classic one. My man Timmy rocking one. I have the gray one that's like the one Jim has on, but I use a green screen. I have a big hole in my chest if I wore that.
We don't want that.
Do I still believe in this regime? Hell to the yes, I still do. There's nothing to not to believe in, and I just don't understand why people don't get it. They came into a roster that was depleted. They came into a roster that had a whole bunch of B players getting A money. They had to clean all that cap space out, release those players so we can get the cap space we need to get some players in here that we want and that we really pretty much need. We're playing a whole bunch of practice squad players. You cannot win. They're practice squad players for a reason because they're not really talented enough to be a full-time participant on a roster. That's just it. Are they talented enough to play in the league for spurts? But are they long-term solutions? Hell no. Tom Kennedy is not a long-term solution at wide receiver for any squad. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the league for 4 years, and he's been nothing but a practice squad player. I mean, that's just it, period, point blank. So, Trinity Benson, yeah. Okay, that was a faux pas, or we're not using them right. I don't understand it. But whatever receiver we bring in, if the quarterback can't get him the damn ball, we're not an attractive landing spot for any wide receiver right now.
Yeah, do you honestly think that Goff can get the ball to OBJ?
Nah.
Hell nah.
He can't give me the ball, and I'm
I'm asking a simple question here.
Yeah.
How does he help us?
OBJ, he does not.
He doesn't.
No,
Because he hurts the salary cap. We don't have the salary cap space to use him, and like I said, it doesn't matter. You can bring Calvin Johnson back. It ain't gonna help us.
Okay, so here's my point.
Mhm.
Right? I don't think we're going to win 17. I think we will win at least one, but we bring him in for what? Odell Beckham Jr. comes in. What does he do? Maybe we win some more games. That's great. Then we lose the number 1 pick. We're not going to make the playoffs anyway. We're not challenging for a championship. We're not challenging for the division. We're not going to get to the Super Bowl. So this guy just helps us to win games so that we can lower our draft pick status.
Okay, Jim. Here's the devil's advocate, though. Here, according to Deathboy 11 IFY, he could be a decoy and help out the tight end and running back open. It's crazy. Y'all think it's just complete dumb.
Okay, and to that point, does it matter? Again, what are you going to win? I don't understand the idea here.
$1 billion decoy.
And at this point, this season is kind of a throwaway season because we're not going anywhere. So and I think that's what Jim's trying to say is that it's like it's just going to hurt us in the long run because you had the one. If we get the number 1 overall pick, that's number 1 in each round.
Speaking of OBJ, poor Dr. Detroit's going savage. I'd rather have herpes than OBJ.
I don't know about that.
Good one.
I don't know about all that. And this has nothing to me. This has nothing to do with Odell Beckham, his performance. Because think about this: he's going to wear a place where he's underutilized, and he'll come here where he'll be underutilized. It might be even worse here because the quarterback can't get him the damn ball. You think he'll be happy here? I wouldn't want to come here as a wide receiver. I just wouldn't. Like, no. Like, hey, you want to go play with Jared Goff? No.
Do you want to go run into a burning house that's on fire? No.
Yeah.
Let's see. He didn't fit in Cleveland because he's so good that they cut him.
Oh, hold on.
They didn't even trade him. They cut him.
No, I will tell you this. Hands down, if you go skill set to skill set, OBJ was the best wide receiver on the Cleveland Browns.
Now, why wasn't he on?
Hand down. Period. He's not getting the ball. The wide receiver position is the one position. Wide receivers, tight ends, skill positions on the outside. They have to rely on somebody else to get them the ball.
But Kurt, saying a wide receiver is the best wide receiver on the Cleveland Browns is like saying the bag boy.
Oh no!
At Walmart.
No, they got good wide receivers on Cleveland. They got good wide receivers. They got Jarvis. They got Landry, OBJ. They have Peoples Jones. You have one receiver in Chicago. So you really don't have a room about receivers. No.
Unfortunately, they beat us too.
Yeah. Now Robinson's good. Robinson, I will give you that. But and Mooney has shown flashes, but he's not I don't trust him to be he's not consistent enough to me say he's a really good receiver. But to be honest with you, if you look at his skill set, his catch radius is the reason he can get open. He was just being underutilized. We see the same thing. The film that we show for Jared Goff is the same film you see for OBJ and Baker Mayfield. You see Odell Beckham open, he's not getting the ball. What do we see in Detroit? We see Jared Goff sitting back there, pulling his thumbs, baking a cake, and not throwing a damn ball somewhere. So I mean, it's the same thing. If you look at OBJ's skill set, now I'm not saying I want him in Detroit. I'm not saying that at all because I don't. It doesn't make any sense. But you can't dismiss his talent. OBJ is a talented wide receiver.
But talent doesn't always equal to production on the field at this point because they're not playing him for a reason. They cut him for a reason. What is the reason? If he's so good, they couldn't trade him. They had to cut him.
Oh, he has a
so good,
humongous. He has a humongous contract. He has the same.
that
He has
why?
had the same issue. That's
They're
not
willing.
his. That's not
even willing.
OBJ's fault.
They're even willing to pay most of that contract to everybody on that.
But that doesn't
rid of
make
him.
him not good. That doesn't make him not good.
Well, what does it make him then? Maybe he should be the
That's-
highest paid player and be.
He's
Last year,
You could be
the
highest paid
offense
player.
improved without him.
You can have a person that's the highest paid player and they're not doesn't mean they're playing the best. Hell, Patrick Mahomes is the highest paid quarterback. Is he playing good right now? He's playing like trash right now.
Right.
Maybe
No,
you should put my quarterback. Him.
I'm just saying. They wouldn't be willing to
I mean,
do all
salary.
that
I
to
mean,
get rid of the guy if he was that good. That's just my.
that
that's
doesn't.
just
That
my
doesn't.
take.
But that doesn't make just because you don't have production doesn't mean you're not good. If especially in a position like that, if he was a quarterback, right? If he was a quarterback, that's a different conversation, right? Like Jared Goff, he's getting paid boatloads of money in Detroit. We know this, right? He's pissing us off because he's not playing well, right? But everybody else is dependent. We're playing bad on offense because everybody on the offense is dependent on Jared Goff because he's the quarterback, right? If you have a quarterback that's not getting you the ball and you're a wide receiver, that's not on you. That's not on me. If I'm a wide receiver, I gotta say this guy's got to get me the damn ball.
So
If
who
he's not getting-
makes
like-
that choice though? The organization
the
is
quarterback makes that choice.
no.
The quarter,
So what about
Baker Mayfield has effectively run OBJ out of Cleveland. Period.
what about what Jeremy was
And
saying with that the offense was better without him?
Baker Mayfield, for some reason, does not like OBJ. He has run him out of town. You can disagree with me on that. You're not gonna change my mind. He does not like that guy. He's not throwing in the ball. He's the best wide receiver on that team, and he ran him out of town. I don't know if it was something personal. I don't know if he slept with his girl. I don't know if he didn't give him some gas money one day. But whatever it is, Baker Mayfield ran him out of Cleveland.
So there's got to be some more underlying issues than we know.
It's definitely some underlying issues with OBJ and Baker Mayfield.
And he
But there
can't
has to
stay on
be-
the field.
It has to be deeper than that though, because the entire organization.
He's out there. He's the money guy.
It's not
Okay,
it's
but
not-
who are you going to make happy? Are you going to make your wide receiver happy, or are you going to make your star quarterback happy? You're going to make your star quarterback happy.
okay. I mean that
You
just
gotta make- you
to
gotta
me
make
that's
the
really
What,
far
what
fetched.
about his injuries too?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The last 3 years, he's been off the field more than he's been on the field.
Dude had a major injury. Yeah, in the ACL tear.
Yeah, didn't he?
Oh man, he had an
Yeah,
ACL
last
tear.
year, and then
He had
the
an
offense
ACL
exploded.
The guy had an ACL tear.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a tough injury to come back.
Yeah, and then the offense.
I blame that more on the offensive coordinator and the quarterback than I do OBJ.
If it's an
Fair point.
injury, I don't blame it on anybody. It just
I
happens.
mean, yeah, it just happens, but
I don't know
here's
how
my
we're
thing.
blaming it on the quarterback. You
Okay.
can't blame it on the quarterback because you
the
got
quarterback
hurt.
not because he got hurt. I'm talking about the offense exploded. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I'm talking
wait,
about-
yeah.
I'm
Sorry, I
talking
thought
about
it was.
his-
I was like,
his-
what?
I'm talking about OBJ's numbers being down. I'm not saying that he got injured. I would say this: if TJ Hawkinson would have got hurt on the first play of the game last game with the Eagles, I would have blamed Jared Goff because he put that ball where that guy got hit. And sometimes you can blame an injury like that on a quarterback if he throws the ball where you're gonna get that receiver or that whatever that target getting blown up. And that guy hit TJ right in the leg, and that knee that's hurt buckled. I was like, shit. And he comes out of this game, man. I'm slapping Jared Goff my damn self.
This is an interesting comment to me, though. It says Baker is a team player. OBJ and his father ran himself out of town. Also, if he was a team player, he would still be in New York. What do you think about that, Kurt?
Oh,
Because we're going back and forth on the OBJ. We're just going to do
no,
this.
yeah,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna do
stay
the rest
on
of the
it.
show because I came in late to the conversation. You guys got to catch up with my thought process on OBJ.
No, you're all right. You're all right. I just said that's
Um,
what he said, so I wanted to see if
I'll put it like this: Cleveland was making a business decision to make their team better. And what did New York do? They just got it. They knew they weren't going to be able to afford his contract, especially with the bigger contract that was coming up. So they rather ship him out of town and pay Eli Manning because remember Eli Manning's contract was coming up at that time.
And now Cleveland wants to ship him out of town. What do we want to pick him up for? Why are we picking up other people's trash?
No, Kurt never said he wanted to get him here. He never.
No, no. But I'm arguing with the fan base, with the ones that are arguing this morning.
Okay, let's go on to the next topic.
Welcome to the show,
Hi,
Kurt.
how you doing?
Yeah,
Hey,
welcome to the show,
welcome.
Kurt. Let's get blasted today, okay?
Let's go.
I'm so sorry,
No,
man. We
that's-
just
you know
disagree,
me.
but that's okay, man. It really is.
But you know what? We all have our own, and that's why it's all about family. And sometimes families don't agree on some things, but it don't mean we don't love each other. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
For
You just
sure.
gonna
That
disagree.
is absolutely true. Okay, so I'll go to Kurt on this one first so we can get away from this other topic.
Okay,
What do you think would help the struggling offense? Oh,
not
sorry.
signing OBJ. Not
I did not plan this out. man.
okay.
I
What
really
does
did not.
okay? What would help the struggling offense? I said this in the show the other day. I said they need to play they need to be consistently cohesive, right?
Mhm.
So you need to play as a unit. You look at this offense and consistent play calling. So it goes kind of like all around. It's execution. It's the play calling. If your coaching staff and your players are on the same page, then you have that cohesiveness between the coaching staff and the players, and everyone's executing. Right now, there's a breakdown somewhere. Anthony Lynn, Jared Goff, the offensive, it's just a total crap show right now. It's a dumpster fire on offense. We may get Taylor Decker back. Who knows? I think that would definitely help solidify the offensive line. I think we need to. I think the long story short, establish your identity. Are we going to be a run first team? If we're going to be a run first team, be a run first team. And I think that's the only thing that we can do right now, because Jared Goff shows that we can't be a pass first team. So we need to run the ball effectively, and then open up some of the play action where we can get it at least some medium passes down the field, maybe 10 to 15 yards. I'm sick of seeing the checkdowns, but I'm not saying he need to throw the ball 20 yards down the field. But if you can get 10 to 15, I'll be happy with that.
I'm going to take this one. I think that one thing that really needs to change on the offense is to stop using the spread. We need to get our alignment in tight. We need to get our tight ends in tight. If we need to run the ball and they're going to stack the box with 8, we need to have 8 or 9 players. We really do need to have the numbers in that category. We spread it out and we have a difficult time running. We have a difficult time passing. It just doesn't work with this offense. I don't know why. Oh, wait, Goff. Anyway, but no, I really think that. I really think that we're too spread apart. I think that's exactly what's going on here. Yep, we're over the LBJ stuff, so sorry about that.
Yeah.
But that's what I got. I think about that. What do you think, Val? What do you think is going to help this offense?
I don't think there's anything that can help the offense this year, to be honest. I mean, the offense for the most part is fine the way it is for what it is, except for one person in particular, which you can't do anything about. So, I mean, you're just going to have to take the offense as what it is, because there's really, I mean, there are some issues, I think, with the playbook and the coach calling, but then again, if you try to fix that issue, you can't, because you have a guy who can't open up the playbook for you. So you're just stuck.
You're
At
kind of
least for this year.
What do you think, Maniac Tim?
Okay. I think, and this I got partly from listening to your guys' conversation with Herman Moore yesterday. I think the players need to go ahead and step up and decide to win. Decide, you need that player that's going to go ahead and I think with the players we got, they need to do it more as a unit. Just go ahead and get together and work as a team to get things done, but also do exactly what they can do to make plays and not take plays off,
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, Kurt, did you say you said this one already? So I think we got it at this point. All right.
Except for Jeremy had to fall out. But it's going to take a Herculean effort, because we have so many down shortfalls to overcome. Mm-hmm. Because if you have a subpar quarterback and you have a subpar receiving core, and you have a offensive line that has some makeshift pieces in there, I think once we get Decker back, if we get him back this next game, we can definitely improve the running game and stability in the passing game as far as protecting him is concerned. But it's going to be a Herculean effort because you have so much of the what do you call that? The issues with Goff and his, being able to throw the ball and get him to the receivers, and just with the fact that you look at what's going on with the practice squad players, it's just so many injuries to over. It's so much stuff to overcome for our offense. It's a lot of things to overcome.
Yeah, there's so many issues going on at once, and for a rebuild year on top of it, it's going to be a hot mess for at least a couple of years, guys. It's just, it's an understandable hot mess.
Yeah, it's going to be a dumpster crap fire for the foreseeable future.
And saying a team's going to go 0-17 is not necessarily a bad thing for what you guys are going through this year. I would rather take this year as an 0-17 year and be okay with it rather than the 0-16 year you had.
Definitely.
So we got the next question here, and this is kind of based on what Dan Campbell was saying. He said that he was going to look at every facet of the team and try to make adjustments. What adjustments, if you're Dan Campbell or you're in charge of this mess, do you make after the bye week? What are the things that you try to change or tweak or anything like that on either side of the ball, whatever you want to attack? We'll start with Kurt, because Kurt knows a lot.
Okay, on the opposite side of the ball, definitely we'll start with more aggressive play calling. You know what I'm saying? Once we find that find that strength, if it's a run the ball, especially with like Jamal Williams, if we bring it with Swift, you aggressively run the ball, establish an identity, like I said earlier, and you find something and you stick with it. You can't open the playbook and have the playbook wide open when you're not executing any phases of the playbook. So find something that works and stick with it. On the defensive side of the ball, you're just going to have to be more aggressive. Like I said, you're going to have to take some chances. It could work, it could not. But you're going to have to pressure because you're not going to hold up on the back end in the passing game. So you're going to have to pressure whatever quarterback we're playing, keep him pressured the whole game, be it with a safety, be it with a linebacker. Stay in the quarterback's face because of the fact that your guys on the outside and in the back of the end of the secondary, I can't cover for too long. So they're young, they're inexperienced, so you're going to have to help them out by pressuring the quarterback. That's one thing. We found success once we keep pressure on quarterbacks and bring in guys from different angles, from the outside, from the inside, linebackers, safeties, Tracy Walker, be it Dean Marlowe, whoever's blitzing, bring an extra person and keep the other team's quarterback on high, on notice that they're going to be sacked sometime throughout the game. So that's my thing. Just keep that pressure on the opposing quarterbacks.
Makes sense. Val, what do you think?
Well, on the offensive side of the ball, I'd start getting real creative on how to hand this ball off. Because damn well Goff isn't throwing that damn bitch. So you're going to have to be really creative on how to, hide that ball and play hide and seek with it. Defensively, yeah, you're defensively, you're pressuring the quarterback for real. The one thing that I do, the one complaint I do have about this team, and I know these guys are young, they're inexperienced, and I give them a whole lot of break for it. But you're talking about, getting up, biting kneecaps kind of stuff. I don't see a damn bit of fire in them. One bit. And I go get angry. Be ticked off that you're losing. Fight. There is no drive to them. And that's the one thing that I would be tweaking really fast.
Okay. You know what? That makes a lot of sense to me. What do you got, Maniac Tim?
Miracle from heaven.
Oh, that could do it. A lot of prayer. Okay.
Okay. Well, I think, like Kurt said, key is pressuring the quarterback, and especially don't go and pull that pressure off when when you're on like third or fourth down. Just put more pressure on that quarterback. And run the ball. Because it's get different sets. Just don't always just run it off the middle, And I'd like to once in a while see Swift and Jamel in there at the same time, Put it, put in
if
more
he could
blocks.
play, that would
Yeah.
be great.
Right.
Do some of the stuff you were doing in the Rams game and doing some tricks. Get some
Bring in
tricks
that
going.
baby carriage, like on a commercial.
Oh yeah, that's
That
funny.
actually
Yeah.
might work. I don't know.
Yeah,
Here's the thing I see, especially in offense. I mentioned this. I want us to tighten up. I want us to tighten up on the offensive line. Pull your tight end tight. Get Kabinda back in there. Get some blocking with Amon-Ra St. Brown. And get Sewell to the next level. We get Taylor Decker back in. I don't know when that's going to be. That would really help as well. I think we need to run the ball first, even if they have 8 or 9 in the box. But another adjustment I would like to see in the offense is Jared Goff, instead of running backwards, stepping up in the pocket. So defensively, we need to stop missing tackles. I mean, there's fundamentals that are going to have to be taught, I guess, because we miss so many tackles. We've had them. The scheme has been right. They've been in the backfield, but they have not. To be honest, they have not gotten there. They've not made the tackle, and so it's simple. Some of this stuff is simple. Wide receivers running the wrong routes, cornerbacks missing assignments, really crappy coverage safeties. In my opinion. Great box safeties. I mean, we have a couple, well, except for Will Harris. But, I mean, we do have some good Tracy Walker's a really good box safety. But we can't have people missing assignments all the time. And so some of this is teachable. Some of it is mental, and they're mental mistakes. And I think that like I said, that's the problem on both sides of the ball there. What you got, Jeremy? On this question, it says, what adjustments do you expect after the bye week? I mean, and basically, if you were Dan Campbell, what adjustments would you make?
Hopefully, number one, working on the tackling, as you said, missing assignments, the mental errors, that's more on the players than it is on coaching, because it's like it's not sticking in the space between the ears. As far as the offense is concerned, Dan Campbell saying he's going to get more involved. Hopefully he will make us a run-first offense to take the pressure off of Goff. That way he isn't back there trying to throw it 35 times a game for no reason whatsoever other than the fact we're over 2 scores behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a really good answer, actually.
Well, the whole tackling issue, too, I have a problem with. Y'all are going after the dang ankles. You ain't tackling nobody that way most of the dang time. Go after their core.
Actually, you're told to take people out at the legs.
And it's too much.
But that's 9 times out of 10, you get somebody at their legs, they don't break the tackle. The problem is they're taking a bad angle and lunging at their legs. If they were wrapping them up at the legs, they'd fall down.
Well, the way that they're executing that lunge at the leg doesn't work. Go back to attacking their core. And when they attack their core, they're actually tackling them.
That's what I actually said, though. I said it's wrap. If they wrap them at the legs, they fall down.
No,
When they've hit them and wrapped their legs, the players have been tackled. The problem is they're lunging and pushing into their legs, which most of these guys, especially running backs and wide receivers, are strongest in their legs and just bounce off and keep going.
I'm saying wrap them up higher than their legs, but
She talked about just wrapping them up at the waist, hip area type thing. I get that. I mean, I think that to me, it's a lot of arm tackles, and I think it's a lot of lazy tackling in my opinion. Too. We're not aggressive. We mean, sometimes.
Let me see if I can grab him.
There's hesitation to me. It doesn't look like sometimes it doesn't look like they know what the hell they're doing, just to be honest.
Yeah, they need more determination.
Something like that. Okay, next question. Do you think Taylor Decker plays in the next game? Now, he just got activated from the IR, but there is some thought that he may not play for a while. Do you think he plays? What do you think, Kurt?
I think he plays. I think he plays in the next game. Because you got to look at when he got activated. He got activated right at the start of the bye week. So that gives him 2 weeks to get ready. I think he plays. I think it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be hard to get, because he's fired up. He's ready to come back and help the team. You could tell by his post on social media that he's ready to come back. I think it's going to be hard to keep him off the field.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know yet. What do you think, Tim? Is Taylor Decker playing in this next game?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need him in there, and I think he needs to be in there. I think that now, if it's not fully healed and he could get re-injured, I don't want him in there, of course. But if
Agreed.
if he can go ahead and do that job, I think we need him as a difference maker.
I don't think he plays in the next game. I don't. I think what they did was they activated him from the IR so they wouldn't lose him for the season. I don't know if he's ready yet or not. We'll see. But they had to make a decision on him because he was in that 21-day protocol. So I believe what they did was they're going to add him. I know it's going to be a roster spot, but I think they're going to be patient with him, and I'm not sure that he comes back for the first or the second game coming up. But I could be wrong. I mean, that totally is speculation. What do you think, Jeremy?
Well, like Kurt said, on his social media, he sounds like he's ready to go. He wasn't ready to go when he first cleared the IR. That's why they put him back on that 21-day IR. And now I think it's because he's finally rehabbed that hand properly, and it might be already set to go. Do I think he plays? It's a crapshoot. It depends on how he does in practice, and that's why they did activate him at the beginning of the bye week, because they have 10 days of practice to get him ready.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just think that he's going to need more time, and they had to make a decision right now. So rather than lose him for the rest of the year, I think it could be a case of he's got 9 games to, he's got the bye week and we have 9 games. Lose him for the whole year or lose him for a game or two and then have him come back the rest of the season. I think that's kind of where we're at on that. Val, did you go on this one?
No, I didn't. Actually, I think it's a blend of both. Here's the thing: is I think Taylor Decker is ready to play, or at least healthy enough to play, and that he could play in the next game. But it's a great opportunity here in the next 2 weeks. Number one, the Lions avoid the whole IR issue, right? And that by activating him. Number two, now they've got 2 weeks to strengthen him up, and just in case if something does go wrong, they can put him back and still be fine. See what I'm saying? But he looks like he's more ready to play than not. So this is a win-win, scenario.
I'm being kind of selfish because I want to see my best left tackle playing in the games. I know this is a crap season. I know we're not going to win a lot this year, but it just do something for me. It'd be like a security. It'd be like wearing a whoopee. I miss my whoopee. Give me my whoopee back so I can feel warm.
I love that. Absolutely love that. That's good. All right. Did we get everyone on the question or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got everybody.
Okay, just making sure because this gets to be crazy after.
Yeah.
Let me get to the next one here. This is the last one, by the way. Do you have a draft crush yet? Is there a guy out there that you just must have in the draft? And I know Jeremy's really good at the draft. We're going to go to him first. Would you have a draft crush yet? If so, who? Okay. Well, go to Kurt on that because Jeremy is obviously not with us right now. That's okay. He's got work, man.
Do I have a draft crush yet?
Yet.
Yet. There's some guys I've seen that I like, but is it like a guy I absolutely say that I want to see the Lions draft? I don't think not just if it's one guy and if we can get him at the end of the first round, I doubt if we better get him in the first round. But if we can get him in the mid first round, we kind of make some moves. What's the name? How you say his name? Olave out of Ohio State, the wide receiver number 2.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to say his name. You're not good at him with names.
I wouldn't pick him, and I wouldn't make him the first overall pick. I'm not saying that at all. But if we can make some moves to get him in the first round, I would definitely take that guy. Yeah, that guy, he's a freaking beast. So that's the one guy I definitely would take in the first round. Is he a crush? No, but if he's one of the guys I would take, definitely.
I have one, and it's Kayvon Thibodeau. That is my crush for the draft
You
upcoming.
can't share him. He's mine. Damn it. I called him first.
There could be some argument here. Jason Trojanowski says that Caleb Williams, the Sooners quarterback, is his draft crush. We got Christian Harris, the linebacker from Bama.
Hold on. Caleb Williams is a true freshman.
Coach would have set him right.
He's a true, and you can't be a draft crush if he's a true freshman. He's not even eligible to come out in the draft.
Yeah, I was thinking that about some people too. All right, let's focus. Jeremy, are you there with us, bud?
Yes, I am.
Okay, who do you think? I know you really study the draft a little bit more than I do, for sure.
I like Thibodeau, Hamilton, Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson, if you looked at him during that Michigan State game, he was getting double and triple team, and he was manhandling that offensive line. Kenneth Walker was only able to run on the other side. So if you take a guy with that type of talent at running back and make it so he has to run to the opposite side of the field, you're the real deal.
So do you think, and I'm going to ask you this one, Jeremy, because I think you know a lot about this. So if we could take the 28 to 32 draft pick and the other first round 33rd pick overall, trade up, would you get, let me ask you this, would you go ahead and get Thibodeau and then try to go back up and get Hamilton as well? Those two players?
I actually like the idea. I would try to do something different because the first pick has been 65% bust in the history of the NFL, and it doesn't matter what position it is. It's a 65% bust rate for the first pick. So that being the case, I would even enter the thing of trading back with either Philly or New York Giants, who would be salivating to get a guy like Thibodeau or Evan Neal. Both of them need O-line and D-line help, and get 2 picks in the middle of the top 10 and also an early mid-round pick and have 3 picks in the draft.
Yeah, I got to get Thibodeau. I'm sorry, because I think that between him and Hutchinson, I think Thibodeau's a generational player. So that's why I think that. So no, I wouldn't do that. I might try to go back up and get Hamilton because I believe he's a tweener, and it's somebody I think that we don't have on this team that we need. Hamilton's 6'4" and got some speed at safety and all that. So
I want to see how he does after their bye, how he comes back after hurting his knee in the USC game before I say he's a generational talent at strong safety.
Well, he can be strong safety. He could be a linebacker. There's a lot of different things he could do. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's kind of an Isaiah Stewart type to me. I can't remember his name. No, I think I said it.
Isaiah Simmons.
Whatever his name is. You know me and names just don't get along.
Yeah, and we didn't get Isaiah Simmons.
I think that tweener's becoming a lot is with the amount of, I guess, spread offenses that are being used in the NFL. That tweener or a different defenses called different positions. A viper, where you have a guy who plays that in between that's a small linebacker or a big safety, and that's becoming a prominent position in the league right now. And those guys, you look at those guys, they're becoming a hot commodity when you get those tweener players.
Yeah, LL says Tibbs gets washed up in the run game too, but he's a pass rusher. He's pretty much a pure pass rusher.
He's a pure, yeah.
I don't see him being that run stopper, but the run stoppers are supposed to be our guys on the inside. I don't see him as a run stopper to me. But he has a really good motor, and he beats his one-on-ones. And
his motor is supersonic, dude. This guy flashes like he's like running through a wormhole. Okay, no, yeah.
That Michigan State running back, I like him a lot. I don't think we need to add a running back, though. Walker's great.
Walker.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah. But I don't think we need him here.
Hamilton, now, you guys said the same. I know y'all need a safety so dang bad, and Hamilton's good. I don't know who else you would get, but Jesus, I'm not that sold on Hamilton.
But he's just not a safety. That's what I'm trying to say. He's a tweener player, and I think that position is valuable in what we do. It really fits what we do. Tim, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't get to Tim yet.
A 20 player that kind of goes the other way that can play safety and corner is Daxton Hill out of Michigan. You maybe get him he's a mid-round guy that you can pick up. He's really good. He can play both corner and safety. That's what I like about him.
LL says Noah Sewell will be a Pro Bowler. He will be, but he's not coming out this year. So, he's a sophomore right now. Tim, what do you got?
Okay, well, of course, Trevor is one, and Harrison. Both of them going to give pass rush.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I like Thibodeau. I think, and I do believe he's a generational player. I do believe if you got a chance, go watch There Goes Mobby video. He has a video on Thibodeau and showing you where he would fit in this offense, in this defense.
Exactly.
So you got to go see that just to understand what position he'd be playing, like the Trey Flowers kind of position, and how they bring him out in almost a wide 9 type of a thing. I remember Jim Schwartz had that. It's not exactly the same thing because we do run a different defense, but it is kind of similar to what the wide 9 concept is.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what that is.
Yeah, that's what we used to play back with. What's my man?
Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz, and I think Austin ran a version of it too when he was the defensive coordinator under Jim Caldwell.
Yep, he did too.
Hey, if you guys like this content, man, go over and check us out on Lions Nation Unite. We're rocking our Lions Nation Unite shirts. Got them from my man Herman Moore and Chrissy over there at Lions Nation Unite. Man, they definitely hooked us up with some great tees. But you can go hang out with us over there as well, especially on game days. Val be over there cutting up in the chat. So go over and hang out with us on Lions Nation Unite. It's just a fun time over there. It is the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. I just can't say enough about those guys over there. They treat us so well as content creators over there. And your favorite ones over there, like Jim says, there goes Mobby, Dosa Dion, us. You know what I'm saying?
Royal the Lions UK, Mike is over there. Everything King, all these awesome content creators that I like are all over there. It's like a party over there for Lions fans for sure.
Yep. And you don't even have to go out of the app to watch their content. You can click it and watch it right there inside of the Lions Nation Unite app. So go over there and check that thing out. And while you're out there, you want to get yourself some Lions gear, go over to fanatics.com. Links in the description. And I'm rocking my 2021 Salute to Service hat. I'll be all month long. I'll be rocking the Salute to Service because I'm saluting my fellow veterans, my brothers and sisters in arms, everyone who defended our country. So go out and support your definitely with the Salute to Service. My man right here, Jeremy, he's a veteran, and a big shout out to Michael Huck. We talked to him yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And he is a definitely a true blue, and shout out to Jim's dad. Definitely a veteran, Vietnam veteran, man, and that is the guys that definitely get lost in the wash when we talk about veterans. So salute to our veterans out there. So
let me say this one. We have to have another salute out there is to Kurt Steele, who is a veteran and seen a lot of stuff. And you know what? I don't want to say everything because it's not my place to say. It's just I salute you, sir, for your service and everything that you do for me here.
You beat me to it because I was going to salute him back. And I also want to say to my father, Ken Ballrick, who also is a Vietnam vet. He did 3 tours or 2.5 tours with the Marines. So,
yeah, definitely.
Tough hombres.
It says I'm late. Will the Lions claim OL? I hope not.
Hell no. Definitely.
Nope.
Definitely.
Yeah, that guy was saying Georgia stuff. I really like that. I like those players, to be honest. So Nolan Smith, Aiden Anderson, Georgia boys.
Anderson's career is over. You heard about what happened yesterday, right?
I did not hear it. I'm sorry.
Got accused of sexual assault.
Well, he's accused of it, so we don't know.
They have suspended him from all school activities, which usually means that he's probably.
So is Quintez Cephas.
Yeah, he was too. He came back. Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't necessarily mean anything yet. We don't know yet. I mean, they got to do the investigation, see what happens.
Yeah, you got to give him his due diligence. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Navy, Marines, let's go. I like that. Yep. I like that. It's a brotherhood. Shout out to all the veterans out there. Michael Huck. Michael, salute to you as well for your service as well.
Michael Huck, sergeant in the military intelligence corps in the army, did his 4 years, man. I thank you all for the salute. Um, 26 years and 17 days is a lifetime, man. But
Yes.
it went by in a blink of an eye, man. And I cherish that time in the military. So, but yeah, thank you, everyone. That's why salute the service is so near to my heart, to salute my fellow veterans and stuff like that. So, especially like I said, the Vietnam guys, they didn't get the fanfare we did. That coming back from Afghanistan, coming back from Vietnam, and a lot of those guys were drafted, but they were definitely true heroes. So salute to the Vietnam veterans right now.
Raw Detroit. I don't know who you. Hold on, you're at Detroit. I don't know who you are, but man, I love talking prospects too, and you do it really well. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate you in the chat there.
Yeah,
I'm
agree
sorry,
with
Jeremy. I caught you off.
Yeah, I agree. I disagree with Malik Willis, but good job. Other good points though.
Oh, well, I've got another draft pick. I've got another draft crush other than Thibodeau too, but y'all are gonna hate me for it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sam Howell.
No way.
Oh.
You know what? I
Go
will
ahead,
say
Jeremy.
this. Sorry,
One thing I like about this particular salute to service shirt is underneath where it says Detroit Lions, it has the latitude and longitude of Ford Field.
Oh wow,
that is cool.
That is
cool.
really cool. So, so Val, I mean, I like the quarterback. I'm not going to tell you I don't like him, but I don't want us drafting a quarterback in this draft. We have so many other needs, and we only have 9 picks. And
I think we should be able to get him.
We have 9 picks prior to the comp picks. Don't forget, we're also getting.
No, we have 9 picks, including the comp picks. I looked it up yesterday.
Because according to what I'm seeing on all the mocks, they're showing us with 9 picks before we even get the comps, because the comps aren't included in early mocks.
That's not true.
That's true. The comps are part of the 9.
Because we traded away two picks for Trinity Benson.
Yeah, there was a future pick plus 1 from this year.
No, there was 2 from this year, and we get a future back.
Oh.
But we have 9 picks, including the comp picks. I just looked it up yesterday, unfortunately.
Because it says we have the 11
crappy QB. Yeah, we have 9 picks next year total.
Either way,
we had 11.
If you're going to take a flyer on a quarterback anytime after the 5th round, I'm good for it. But anything earlier than that, we have way too many pressing needs where we need starters coming in on both sides of the ball.
And I still think you can address them, though. You still got plenty of picks to be able to address some of the major holes that you've got, and still be able to get a guy that at least you can stand watch on the damn field.
You know what? I'm not disagreeing with you, Val, but I just think that I want to build the house before I get the furniture. You know, I want to build that defense. I want to build that. You know, I do.
I'm not saying get him at number 1. I'm saying get him like second round.
He's going to go high. I think he is.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to go that high. Or at least get him the second pick.
Yeah, we are talking draft already.
Because Hamilton's going to be gone by then.
Sam Howell, Malik Willis, and Kenny Pickett are all considered first-round picks right now. So, in other words, you're going to give up one of the first-round picks when you could get a cornerstone for the defense, whether it's safety, linebacker, DN, or get another offensive lineman to shore up, because we will be cutting Big V, because I can't see them keeping him with the $15 million contract.
I agree with you on that, Jeremy, of course. What do you think of – can you read that for me, Jeremy? Can you see that one? Kobe Dean? Is that who it is? I don't know who this player is.
Yeah, Kobe Dean.
Kobe Dean.
Anybody know him?
I don't know who that is.
I've heard of him. I've been getting ready to do some more draft profiles again, and he's on my list of people to look up. I like what I've seen. Another guy I like is Nick Bonito, outside linebacker / DN. Another guy I like is Devin Lloyd out of Utah. That guy is an animal at middle linebacker. I would love to see him. If you're going for late round sneaky peek, type of picks, your sleepers. I like Troy Anderson out of Montana State, Eric Barriere of Eastern Washington University, quarterback, and 2 wide receivers I like is Derek Young of Lenore Rhine and Deuce Watts of Tulane. Both of them are 6'3", 220 fast guys that know how to run routes and have secure hands.
Okay, guys, we're almost at the end, but I got to shout out somebody in the chat. There goes Mobby. I'm telling you, this guy knows his football. He's from Georgia. The whole defensive line, man, are fire. And I agree with that 100%. But there goes Mobby. You have to check out his Thibodeau video because it shows exactly how the Lions would use him in Detroit. I think Mobby's very underrated as a creator sometimes, and you guys need to check him out. And Detroit, the Lions Nation Unite need to pick him up, very much so as a user that they endorse. And I'm going to talk to Chrissy about it. So
and go check out his thoughts on Dan Campbell because I got you back, bro.
He like reads my mind and stuff. Okay, we're going to go to final thoughts. This is the end of the show. So we're going to start with Smoker Jeremy. What do you got for this week for the people?
Patience. This is a rebuild. It wasn't going to be pretty this year anyways. Embrace the suck. Look forward to next season. I'm quite sure we'll be a lot better even by accident.
I love that.
Yeah,
by accident. All right, Maniac Tim, final thoughts for today.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to give up on the Lions before the season start, but then reality hits. Sometimes you got to sacrifice and come to reality, but things are getting better, and things will get better. Probably not this year, but we're rebuilding, and no matter what, I'll always be a Lions fan, and this is my team, so let's just. Hopefully they start playing with pride. All right.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was sorry. I was laughing at the guy in the chat. He says, I'm crazy. Yes, I know. But I think the Lions can still win 6 games. Yes, you're okay.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, we've got that Hopian program for you, buddy. Okay.
All right. I hope you're right, but I don't think so.
Bobby needs to come on some Friday. I swear to God. If he's not working, man.
Yeah, Bobby, why are you not here?
Invitation for you anytime you want to come, man.
Definitely.
So anyway, let's go to Val. What's your final thoughts for today?
Right now, guys, the season is kind of like the day that the Pontiac Silverdome collapsed. Okay, yeah, this is what's going on with the team. It's been completely demolished, and now they're reconstructing a whole new team. So you guys just remember the Cubs. It will happen eventually. But don't give up on the team quite yet.
Oh, I ain't giving up on the team at all. I'm loving Val.
Never.
That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to give my final thoughts for the day. Thank you, There Goes Mobby, for being in the chat. We do want you on this show. Also, I want to bring up this fact that Kurt Steele also has a Die Hard Den podcast, and you need to check that out because he's doing a salute to service this month of November because we're honoring veterans this month, and he's interviewing veterans about their fandom and all this other stuff, and we really need to check that out. It is on Lions Nation Unite, and it's also going to be an individual thing as well. So I just wanted to shout that out. Also, Maniac Tim is going to be doing some stuff for us on Twitch, so look for that. And we also are doing the Roar at 4, and that is a new show with a couple of different people on it. So I hope you check that out Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday each week. Yes, I'm a hopium every day. So much hopium that I want Odell on the team.
Well, we can't help you, man. You're too far gone. You're too far gone.
That's okay. Adding sugar to the Kool-Aid. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, so now I'm gonna kick it over to my main man Kurt Steele to wrap up the show.
Hey, you know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the prowl. You're home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And happy bye week because the Lions needed it and us fans needed it as well. Because we need a break. We needed a break from this right now. We needed a break. But it gives us a chance as a fans to kind of heal. Hopefully gives the players some time to heal and get back on the field. next Sunday when we take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. But happy Friday, everyone. I love being here. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I gotta fix them. I'm back here on the show, so it's great to be with everyone here, right here on Detroit Lions of the Proud. And go over and check us out on Lions Station Unite, DetroitLionsOnTheProud.com. Get yourself some Proud Nation gear on LionsOnTheProudShop.com. And thank you for all the support that you guys give us right here on the show, and thank you for watching. But it's Friday. You know what you got to do, baby. Finish that grind out. You know what I'm saying? Wipe the crumbs off your mouth, finish your drink, and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For the panel, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holla at you.